I wanted to see if it's actually possible to jump on these, and apparently it is. That was first try. Way easier than I thought. That took me so many tries. So YouTube is not an easy thing, especially in the beginning. You're doing a ton of work for little to no gain. You might not make any money from it, but if you can keep it going long enough and make it grow, eventually you could make it a full-time career. And one of my friends actually recently just did that. Also, I'm heading to the motherland, Finland, on Monday with my family, so I'm gonna be there for like 2 weeks. And I thought it'd be fun to do the very first meetup in my home country. I'm gonna do a meetup on the 23rd in Tampere, which is one of the major cities in Finland. It's most likely gonna be at this place called Kameratori, which is like a vintage lens camera store. So stay tuned for that. I think it's gonna be around 1 or 2 p.m. But keep an eye out. I'll give you guys more details. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. This is my friend Marina. She's a singer, songwriter, amazing, talented, and YouTuber.
Yes. Vlogger too. Soon to be vlogger.
Oh yeah.
Learning from Matti.
Okay, you gonna try these out?
Okay.
Let's see how you do it. I just did like an intro montage with them, and I gotta say I'm like pretty good at it. Okay, should I show you first, or do you wanna just try it?
You should show me first.
Okay.
I'm too scared.
Put on one foot,
Oh, okay.
and then just get on the other one, and then you just lean to where you wanna go.
You know I used to figure skate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love showing people these because people struggle every time.
Oh, I think I got it.
Can you send a waiver first quickly, actually?
I probably look so goofy right now.
Let's lean forward.
Oh my god.
The arms out is great for her. She's doing it, guys.
Oh my god.
She's got it. Okay, I think that's enough Marina trying these. I'm a little scared that she's gonna fall and maybe hurt herself, so we're gonna stop this now. Just jump. Okay, don't jump. Oh gosh. Okay, so I met Marina. When did we meet? Like a year ago almost?
November. Last year, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was actually selling a boosted board. I had a few boosted boards and I sold one and she ended up buying it. And then like a whole bunch of random stuff. She had like bought my brother's presets for like videos or something like that, and all this like it was just like so many coincidences. So we just kept talking. I guess I'm like kind of like a mentor to you.
Yes, I would call you a mentor.
Mentor. I've been kind of helping her out with her channel and like figuring out how she can do things better. And when I met you, you weren't full-time YouTube. What were you doing? You were doing like a whole bunch of stuff, right?
I was doing a million things. It's like the typical broke musician.
Classic.
I think I uploaded like once every 3 weeks.
But you already had like 100,000.
No.
You didn't even have that many?
No, when I met you, I only had like 60,000.
Oh, man, I'm a good mentor. When I met her, she had 60,000, and now how many do you have?
220 something.
220 after less than a year? I think that's yeah. So that's pretty good. And with that, with some little tweaks, you were able to go full-time, right?
Yes.
So 3 months you've been full-time.
7 months.
7 months, sorry. I was not listening at all, apparently. What caused you to think that it was a good idea to go full-time YouTube?
Matti made me. He was
great answer.
I just didn't like what I was doing at work, right? And I would just like come home. I think like everybody is like, oh, they do their 9 to 5 and then they do their 5 to 9. And I read this thing one time where it was like, wouldn't you like it if you made your 5 to 9 your 9 to 5?
Yeah. And
I was like,
But like, what changed that? Like, was it the amount of money you were able to make, or what changed that in order for you to go full time?
I mean, obviously money.
Obviously,
right?
we all need to pay the bills.
We need to pay for rent and a new car.
Okay, quick side story. I'm like, part of my mentoring role, I feel like, is like, you know, business side, use money wisely, all that stuff. And then we were talking about this camera, the EOS R. I'm like, oh, you should get an EOS R. It'd be great. It's like, just spend less on clothes and stuff like that for a bit, and you can save it up for this camera. And then she's like, oh, I don't buy clothes anymore. I was like, that's great. Because I bought a Tesla. She bought a Tesla.
He was like, what? He's like, can you afford a Tesla? I'm like,
I feel like I can't even afford a Tesla.
Yes, you can. You can totally afford a Tesla.
Can we go for a ride later? in the
Yes,
Tesla?
yeah.
I've actually never ever been in a Tesla.
What?
Okay, so let's get back on
Yeah.
track. So what did you do from going from 60,000 to whatever 200 and
Yeah.
something you're at now? What did you do in order to make that growth and make everything happen so you could go full time?
It was a bunch of things, including tips from you, but mainly, obviously, first, consistency, posting.
Yeah, you weren't posting that often.
No, I was posting like, once every 2-3 weeks and stuff. I started posting twice a week instead, and I'm like still posting twice a week. I'd love to post 3 times a week. That's the
How about
goal.
daily? Anybody?
And then the type of content that I was making before, I was just doing covers
Right.
of like, songs
Cool,
out there.
popular songs, whatever you
That's
thought
it.
was, yeah.
Yeah, and then because I was like, no one's gonna want to hear my own songs, right? Like,
Everybody always thinks that.
yeah, I'm just like covers are gonna get more views. And then it was this one video that I posted, an original song, and it's at like 2 million now, 2 million.
2
views.
million? I don't even think I have a video at 2 million.
Yeah, you do. I'm
I don't
sure
think I
you-
do.
Really?
No, you're killing it.
Really?
You're doing good, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you're killing it.
Oh,
2 million views on your original song.
Yeah, and
So there goes
yeah.
that theory that nobody wanted to hear your songs.
Exactly. So I was like, I was like, oh my god, people like my music. Okay, so then I started doing more original content.
You had an MCN, right?
Yes.
You dropped the MCN. For those of you who are starting on the YouTube world, be very careful with MCNs and who you sign up with. Yeah. So you were able to keep some of the more of the money in your pockets
Exactly.
because there's just you and you're doing original songs, and now you weren't getting copyrighted or whatever.
Exactly,
Right?
because I was getting copyrighted for a bunch of songs, and so like 100% of the revenue goes to
To
the
somebody
artist.
else, yeah.
And then the MCN claims that they have a library of music that you're allowed to use as covers, but when you go in the library, like none of the
There's,
songs
like,
none
nothing.
of the songs I covered were on there, and I was like,
Oh man.
oh, so do I have to cover this song like that was 5 years old? Anyways.
Yeah. Okay, so that was one of the major things.
Yeah.
And then you started to try to the only thing you made money from was AdSense, right?
Yes.
You started to try a few different things.
Yeah, exactly. We tried out merch.
Yeah.
Which did really well.
Yeah, for you, really well. Yeah.
Really well.
Probably way better than my merch ever did.
Really?
Guys, buy my merch. No, I'm just kidding.
I guess I started doing some brand opportunities.
Some brand
work.
deals.
Some brand deals.
That's a good obvious one to go for.
Yeah.
Are you doing affiliate links right now?
I am, but no one clicks on my links. No one wants to like.
Everybody just wants to listen to your sweet music, and they don't care about clicking on
Yeah.
some links.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you like Amazon links because that's probably like a big thing for you. Is complete like I probably make like $5 a month from Amazon links.
So I think that's an interesting point. Like,
Yeah.
there's all these things that I do for my YouTube channel, for my business, and they work really great for me, but they might not work really great for somebody like Marina, who does a very different kind of channel that's based around music and all of this stuff. But you need to figure out what revenue streams and what things work for you. You can't just, not everybody can do the exact same thing, but I think always the key is to have as many revenue sources as possible. So you're not
Exactly.
just rely on one thing, because that can be really, really inconsistent and really stressful. Right?
Yeah, for sure. And then the Spotify and the iTunes was something I didn't know, like, could give me that.
Right, so you
much
put your
revenue.
music on Spotify and iTunes, and then you get
And
paid
then, yeah, you
per
get paid
click
per like
or per
streams,
listen. Yeah.
streams, that revenue actually like pays better than like the YouTube AdSense.
Interesting. So was it scary you quit a job
Yes.
and you went full-time YouTube?
Oh man, probably like 6 emotions at once. I was like so excited and scared and just like
As a guy, it's like 6 emotions. Are there even that many emotions?
I was like just really overwhelmed but happy but like scared, you know? Like
Oh, yeah.
every month you're like getting this paycheck and you're like stable, you don't have to worry. Like 9 to 5, after 5 you come home, chill, you get the weekends off. And I was like,
Welcome to the life of being an entrepreneur YouTuber. No time off.
No time
Never
off.
done your work.
Never ever. I think since then, I just work and every day I lose track of days now. I don't know if it's Saturday or Sunday because Saturday is still Monday.
Yep.
Sunday is like,
All the same.
it's all the same. And even like when you go to bed, you're like, oh.
Yeah, you're still thinking about what should I do the next day, or what should I change from? Yeah.
Exactly. It was scary because I was like, what if I can't like pay my rent?
Yep.
Because it's so up and down every month. It's not like $3,000 every month kind of thing. It's oh, you could make really good this month. Next month you could do like really bad.
Yeah.
But I realized shortly after I quit my 9 to 5, I actually like made way more.
Yeah, it's like you have to let go of certain things to go full on, and I think YouTube is one of those things that you have to go 100% into. You can't just do it like
on the side.
If you want to make it a full-time career, you can't just do it. I do a little bit of YouTube on the side. It's never gonna work. I've never ever worked so hard in my life as I do nowadays with YouTube. Like in terms of time and energy and all of that stuff. Like I work way more now than I have in any other job.
But then it's like so rewarding afterwards.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, no time off, stress, all that good stuff. It's just great. No, I'm just kidding. It is great. It has a lot of good sides. Do you regret going full-time YouTube at all?
Not at all. I
That's
mean,
an easy
do I
answer.
regret buying a Tesla? No. I mean, yeah, lots of ups, some downs, but like any job, I think like because if you really like love it, then it doesn't really feel like work, right?
And would you have ever imagined yourself, even like let's say like a year and a half ago before I met you, would you have imagined that you would be doing full-time YouTube?
No.
No. Just a flat out.
Just not
no.
at all. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna finish university, work at this ad agency for a while, maybe make my way like up the ladder. I was getting paid like very like low, and then I would never have thought I could just like make music for a living. I always thought you need like a break, or like you need to get signed to a label in order to make a living as a musician.
You have to win the lottery, essentially. The music lottery in order to be a musician that does that for a full-time
like you
career.
can't just be like a no-name musician and be comfortable with like living.
Yeah.
You have to like, you know, be famous or something like that.
Yeah.
In music.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, it's not gonna happen. So, but then now I think with YouTube, it's so like, I'm still doing music and I'm making content, and I'm like, wait, I'm literally making music for a living.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
are a musician that does it for a full-time.
Yeah.
And that's why I like YouTube so much. It doesn't really matter what you're good at, what your skill set is. You can put in this YouTube channel and like do really, really cool things with it, stuff that you would have never ever imagined that you could do. But now, thanks to internet, thanks to YouTube, you can.
Literally, you can do anything.
I think a lot of people, like, they ask me and they're like, should I do tutorials if I want to start a YouTube channel? No, like, do whatever you're good at, do whatever interests you, because that's gonna go way further than just like trying to do something that somebody else is doing already.
Exactly. Your content has probably like evolved. Do you feel like it's still like
Evolving?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing this like this daily vlog now. All of a sudden, I would have never ever, even when I started doing YouTube and was doing it full time, I never thought I would do a daily vlog.
Really?
No, never. I didn't even.
You weren't gonna fall for it?
I didn't even like vlogging in the beginning.
Really?
No.
And now
I think it's awesome. I think it's one of those things where if you're not super good at something, or you don't feel like you're good at something, you don't enjoy it as much. But as soon as you learn to do it and you're like, oh yeah, this is like, I think I can do this, then all of a sudden you start enjoying it way more and more, and I feel like that's where I'm at now. Anyways, thank you, Marina, for sharing your experiences, thoughts, and opinions on going full-time YouTube, because it's not an easy thing.
Thanks for making it possible.
No problem, and you should definitely go check out Marina's channel. I'll link it down below. Can we go look at your Tesla now?
Yeah. Are you ready?
So I told the boys about Marina's new Tesla, and they also wanted to see it.
Ooh.
This is yours.
This is mine.
This is yours.
This is my key.
Apparent.
Wait,
You
what?
go- Yeah.
Phone's your key?
Yeah.
Mind blown.
I didn't know that.
Are you gonna take us for a spin?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm in the future, guys. I'm in the future.
Oh.
This is my very first time ever in a
In
Tesla.
a Tesla?
This is it.
Maddie!
That is not me. Why is that always so funny? What?
And then you can do fart on turn signals, so every time you turn.
So good.
Oh gosh.
And then there's a fireplace mode if you want to be romantic. And it spits out like heat too.
Marina, you do know it's like 30 degrees Celsius outside. We don't need any
I'm just
heat.
trying to brag right now.
I feel like
so.
it's getting really hot already.
So if you put it on dog, right, it like regulates the temperature, and the moment you leave here, I'm gonna leave.
My owner will be back soon. That's probably pretty good for dog owners. Is that your favorite feature right there?
Yeah, because like then she's just on there, and I actually saw one person take a picture because she was like, my dog's like white and really small, and she was like by the window with her tongue out, and this was like in the it was so cute.
Don't go too fast, Marina, okay? Just keep it safe, keep it legal.
Oh, I'm going 60 now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's pretty speedy. It's so weird how there's no gears. It just keeps going, eh?
Yeah, and there's the front. You know the front, right?
Apparently doing music on YouTube pays very well. Thanks, Marina, for taking me on a spin. Bye, Marina. It was good hanging out. Go subscribe to Marina's channel. Go listen to some sweet music.
Go turn on notifications for Matti.
All right, go
merch.
go enjoy that Tesla now.
I will.
I'm
Bye.
jealous. She's great. You should definitely check out her channel. Super talented.
Hey.
Hey. While I've been eating, you boys over here have been slaving away.
Mostly just Tyler. I don't really.
You
do
just
anything.
hold the bolts.
That seniority rank over me.
Way to go, Matt. I appreciate the power move. Super happy for Marina. It's been fun watching her grow and kind of take off more. When I met her first, I feel like she was kind of in a slump. I was able to help her a little bit and start growing and eventually go full-time. That is the dream, right? Go full-time YouTube. I just think it's really cool when somebody can actually do the thing that they like doing instead of having to do something else to support the thing that they really want to be doing. So I hope that's an encouragement to you guys. Keep working hard, keep at it, multiple revenue streams, be really strategic, and hopefully one day, if you're into this stuff, you can also do full-time YouTube as your career. It's possible, very possible. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.